What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. We're currently back at the shop again with the Soooo for I think the third day in a row. We spent the entire morning getting all the cabinets hung up. I built this entire like little back piece there, got everything hung, cleaned all of this, so got a nice workspace going on now. So the plan for today, we have to get the exhaust cut off of the Soooo, turned, re-welded, because as you've seen, it's just it's so bad. It's so bad. So welder stuff over there and then mask and stuff. So we'll get up on the lift, cut that off, angle it right, and re-weld it. And then I still have a noise coming from this back side. I'm gonna check out again. I'm not sure what that is. I gotta say real quick, massive thank you to Josh, because having a space like this and like tools everywhere, workbenches, it's so nice. Like, we've done a lot in my little barn on some old cobblestone. We've come a long ways, but to have concrete and a lift and like this, it's very nice. So thank you, Josh. So before we go ahead and start welding, I went ahead and pulled the rear seats right here out. What I'm basically gonna do is make the Polo rear seats from the 60/40 basically to a bench. I have these brackets here. I'm gonna paint them gloss black so you won't see them. And one's gonna go here and one's gonna go there. The problem with these seats, they're a bit too narrow to fit in the Mark III. So this one lines up, that one lines up, and you pull it and it functions like no problem. But this one and this one kind of just sit on top, and there's no like real like stability to it, and it kind of sinks in the middle, and I don't like how it looks. So we're basically making a 60/40 into a bench, and it should sit nice and straight and no more like sagging in the middle. All right, boys, there she is. No longer a 60/40 split. We have a solid rear bench, brackets back there on the back, holding it as one. So now it should fit much better in the car. So now looking back here, the back seats look much better, nice and flat across the top, and since it's braced, it can't ever sag down in the middle again, and the bottoms have been good to go. And then obviously in the back, you can see the brackets I made, but if this car ever goes to a show, there's no trunk setup, so this will just be closed, and you won't see it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So if you guys remember, the very first drive in this car, I had a clicking sound coming from the back right wheel. Turned out that my axle was a little bit loose, tightened them both down, no more play, good to go. So now I'm driving the car, there's no more sound. But now as I'm braking on the car, I'm hearing that click sound again. And well, it's kind of my fault, or 100% my fault. Look at this, look at this. See that? The whole caliper bolt is just loose. So that's definitely my sound. So that one's on me. So I'll tighten that down, and after that's tight, there should be no more sound from this side or from that. Actually, it wasn't that side at all, but this is all tight, axle nuts tight, and as soon as my my caliper is tight, we should be 100%. This is the kind of stuff you got to go through, and basically the entire car has been apart. So while it's up, I might as well go through, bolt and nut check everything once again, just to make sure. So I just went through, put a wrench on every single thing under this car, and I'm pleased to say, aside from the loose caliper bolt in the back, and it was just one, everything else seems to be tight, which is good. There's no leaks down here. It looks very nice and tidy. I checked everything. Every single bolt, subframe bolt, control arm bolt, everything has been checked, and all of it's tight, which is good. It was just that one back there. So now that that's sorted, I'm gonna go through, get this pulled off. We're gonna chop it off right there, angle this whoever wants to do it, and also we need to make this angle a little bit higher. You can see it's been hitting the rear beam, and that's no good because this, it's so annoying. I just want it that way. So last thing to do, fix that, and then we're pretty much good to go. Right now we have the muffler off again. Listen to how angry this car is. Man, it almost makes me not want to put a muffler back on the car, because I mean that just sounds insane, but it's really loud. It's just a bit too loud. And I think as I run the muffler more and it just gets used more and more of it burns out inside, it'll get louder and louder and I have more pops and bangs. But right now, just open pipe. It's so angry. Right now, it's 5-cylinder. But with the muffler, it's very R32. It's crazy how much it changes. Jeez. Like I said, I'm hoping once we use the muffler more and it kind of burns out more and more, it'll get louder and get more back to this kind of sound. Because the muffler on Miley was the same way. It was kind of quiet in the beginning and then it got louder and louder and louder. So this one should be the same. All right, so I've gone through, got all the measurements done. This should be where it sits when we're all done. Just a little bit out. Nothing crazy, but it sits perfectly in the cutout. Nice and level, exactly what you want. The crookedness was driving me absolutely insane. So now back out the car, pull the exhaust back off, do some cutting, do some welding, and we should be good to go. Everything's been adjusted, and I'm pretty sure at this point the exhaust is finally done. Look at this thing. Actually, I'm gonna hop on this show real quick, give you a better look. Look at that, nice and even, right in the center. No more crooked tips. It was driving me insane. We even dropped the car down on these bricks. That way the suspension would compress up, laid under the car, made sure nothing was touching anywhere, and everything's good to go. Oh, I just feel so much better now. Having cool exhaust tips is awesome, but if they're crooked, it just, I couldn't look at it anymore. I was having nightmares about it. Just having this like hang like this, it ruined the entire car for me. But now she's back. Dead center, perfect where they should be. Now I'm gonna go. So now, go ahead and move the bricks out of the way, drop the car to the ground, and she's pretty much done for today. And then come tomorrow, we'll bring her back home. Wait for it, wait for it. Woo-hoo-hoo. There it is. So much better. Just enough sticking out. You can see the Remus logo. Nice and right in the cutout. No crooked tips. She'd be looking good. So at this point, aside from having the HREs on, the car's pretty much there. Aside from like a few like minor details inside the car, like maybe swapping out the steering wheel and a few other things like that, but she's just about there. The HRE I checked this morning was almost fully dry. I let it dry all day today, so maybe tomorrow I'll mount the tire. Fingers crossed there's no more leaks. And then HRE's in the car, and I cannot wait to see it. This thing looks beautiful now, but I can't wait to see the wheels on this car. It's just gonna, oh, it's gonna look so good. So it's 11:30 now. I'm gonna call it, and like I said, come back in the morning. I will pick up the car, drive her home, and then hopefully this drive is all good to go. O2 sensors are far from the exhaust, nothing can melt. Calipers tight in the rear, wheel bearings are tight in the rear. Everything's been looked over, bolt checked. We're looking pretty good. So hopefully tomorrow's drive home is uneventful, just some nice VR5 sounds, and we just cruise home with no issues. All right, boys, good morning. It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. And today we got some nice weather. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about, because today is another full day, super busy. This wheel right here, resealed, all good to go. It's all nice and dry, so that should be good. I'm gonna go do that first. Mount the tire, pray there's no leaks, but there shouldn't be, so hopefully that's good. After that, head to the shop in K-Town, pick up more clear, then to OB for paint, then to Josh's shop. We might be doing a transmission flush on that car today. Then I have to go pick up a part from a guy 15 minutes, I think that way, for the Savoy as well. And then what else do we have to do? I think that's it for today. Oh, I'm bringing the car home today as well. Oh, it's Wednesday, we're halfway through the week. Got 1.5 days left. We got this. We got this. So these came in yesterday. These are the hub rings for the HREs. They're 60.1 down to 57.1. Very little difference, but these are just a smidge bigger than the Volkswagen hub, and you don't want to have wobbly wheels. All right, we are back at the shop. Fingers crossed, all goes well today. Please just seal. Careful. All right, last time I want this tire to go on and not come back off. You got this, little wheel, you got this. So our tire is back on, easy enough. Now, fill it up with air, dunk it in the tank, and just hope for the best. All right, boys, moment of truth. Please don't leak, please don't leak, please don't leak, please don't leak, please don't leak anywhere, please don't leak anywhere, please don't leak anywhere. All right, no bubbles there. Off to a good start, let's rotate. I don't see any bubbles there. Give it a second. No, that looks good. Let me check the back real quick too. Nothing in there. Let's rotate again. Still nothing. Before it was like just pumping bubbles out. Right now I don't see anything. Check the back. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get one more turn. Just double check this last little bit right here. Still don't see anything. Nothing front. Nothing back. Let's go. All right, she should be good. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Thank you so much. You tried, but she's good now. I'm not gonna lie, that is like the best feeling ever to see no leaks. I'm not sure what happened the first time, but she's all good to go now, because I really didn't have time to do this again. Like if it was leaking again, I don't have enough time to pull it apart, reseal it for a third time, so I'm glad it's just all good to go. Got our new weights on. Let's see how she checks out. Let me see that. Okay. And we good. All right, first thing of the day is complete. I am so glad that all worked out. Like all day yesterday, I was like, man, if this wheel doesn't seal today, I don't have time to pull it apart again, but they're all good to go, all balanced, all sealed. We good. Next up, we're heading to town to pick up some clear coat and pick up some paint. That way when I pick up my new surprise tomorrow, I can have them paint matched and ready to go. It's also National Speed Trap Day in Germany. So if I make it through today, with all the driving I have to do and get no tickets, it'll be a miracle. I am speed. Look at this. Look at the wagon squad. Looking good. This guy's cool. He comes with a junkyard all the time. E36 wagon and the Boro wagon. Shutting it down at Obi. All right, next stop. Back to my favorite paint shop. This place has everything, and it has my spray 2K clear. Hello. I'm back again. My favorite stuff. Thank you so much. Easy money, boys. Just like that. Another can of the good old Spray Max 2K clear. All right, we have clear. We have more gold paint. I had ice cream, but that's gone already. Now we're going to that side of town, get a cool part for the Savoy, and then back to this side of town, or like kind of like halfway to Josh's shop. All right, I think this is the place. We'll see. All right, boys, newest part has been acquired. I'll show you once we get to Josh's shop. You look right there. We have a speed camera. Not today, boy, not today. There she is, there she is. Man, this car in the sun is so good. There's my dog. Just the sweetest girl. She wants to be pet all the time. So right now they currently have a customer car up in the lift they're working on. So in the meantime, I've got a Savoy. I've got a full set of HREs. I think it's time, boys. The silver's been good, but it's time for something a little bit fancier. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Yo, oh my goodness. Wheels can make or break a car so fast, and these wheels just made this car. These wheels look absolutely right at home on this car. They just fit perfectly. Now obviously we still have to go through, adjust the coilovers, really dial in the fitment, but for just where it was, wow, that came out so good. And actually I have way more room in the front than I thought. So you can see where it sits. I can actually take out a decent amount of camber and still be okay. And then in the rear I can come down a whole bunch as well. So we'll be able to get the fitment on this car looking pretty spot on in no time. Taking the car for a quick lap, just making sure things not gonna rub or no weird things here and there. Everything feels smooth. My click sound from the rear after tightening the caliper is gone, so when I brake, no more sound. The car feels great now. The clutch chatter I'm hearing, I've been talking to a lot of people. I guess just having a 6-puck clutch and a lightweight flywheel is the chatter I'm hearing. Everyone said it sounds pretty normal. I might still go through and do the transmission flush just because it's older transmission, but when you're driving, the car feels good. Everything feels solid. There's no more weird sounds, which is such a nice feeling. Oh yeah, the little Savoy rolling on the HRE. Let's go. This thing feels good though. It really does. And it sounds good. Much R32 sound. Yo, seeing this car all together makes me so happy. Seeing not crooked exhaust tips makes me so happy. She sounds good. Wheel fitment's nice. I'm not gonna worry about trying to like slam the car just yet. Right now it's at a nice height. It sits real nice. The fitment's good. It's functional. Woo, buddy. I went through and I pulled out some camber in the front. You can see now how it fits. I have a little bit more camber on this side than that side. I have to do a little bit of adjustment, but the car sits super nice. It looks good. It sounds good. That's a good feeling. We're getting there. Almost to the end of the road, I think. Woo, buddy, she'd be looking good. I was saying earlier that I might go through and lower the car more, which I still might a little bit, but honestly, how it's sitting now, it just sits perfect, I think. I might do the GTI front lip a little lower in the front, but the car sits really nice. Everything's nice and even. Man, this came out good. It just feels good. Like a nice stress reliever, just, it's pretty much there. A couple small little final details to do just to make sure everything is good on the car, but we're looking pretty home free. I almost forgot I got this today. This is a nice brand new strut brace for the Soooo. There is that piece, and there should be one more here. Like so, and then this is the little middle adjuster piece that goes right there between the two. Definitely not a bad piece for 20 bucks. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna put it on today. I have to go through and drill holes. I also have to go through and cut these little studs right here off. And then run it underneath the harness here. But again, 20 bucks, not bad at all. I think that'll be a nice little addition to engine bay. I was gonna go through and paint match it like this, but there's enough like LB6T everywhere. I think a nice silver piece kind of brightens it up a little bit. All right, I'm feeling motivated. I got it all mocked up. Just gotta go through it, drill the holes, and then run home, grab the proper hardware that matches this stuff right here, and then just boom, and then tighten, then it's done. But I think it adds a very nice look to the engine bay. All right, the good news is our strut brace is in, looks super fancy, good to go. The bad news is, in typical demon car fashion, y'all see that? Y'all see that? It started right there to here. That is power steering fluid. I think it's coming from the steering rack itself. So I gotta go back to the lift again. And I'm hoping it's just a loose line on the rack somewhere. I didn't take any of them off, but I'm hoping that's all. It's none of these ones up here. These ones are all tight and good to go. It's all over like the subframe, so hoping easy fix. I don't have time for this kind of stuff. So just, I gave you wheels today. I gave you nice wheels. I gave you a shiny strut brace thing. Just be a loose bolt, please. All right, well, car's back in the shop, and well, there is all of my power steering fluid. I hope it's just a loose fitting. I do not have time to do a rack swap. I mean, I probably do it tomorrow, but I do not have time for that. So please just be a fitting. You know, there's fluid everywhere. Now, thankfully, it's power steering fluid, and I can kind of live without that. You can see that it's green right there. It's not, you know, oil or coolant, that kind of stuff, but I can't tell if it's that big one there or the one in the back. Like, it's shot everywhere. Like, look over here on the backside. It's all over like the wall over there.
And it's all the way down here, like.
Yeah, I can't tell. So. I don't know if that right there is cracked. I doubt it is. I mean, like, I would have seen when I had the whole thing out of the car, but I'm gonna go through and tighten that one and the one on the front side. And hopefully that's it. Maybe, I wonder if there's like a seal right here. I'm gonna try and tighten this one, tighten the front one, and then hopefully, I don't know. That's so annoying. I don't even have any more power steering fluid to put in right now. Dang it, dude. There's all my power steering fluid. It's all right there.
Just have a little bit of oil.
Yeah, it's everywhere through here. So, all right, well, let's see what we get here. So I can get a few turns on one of these. All right, so I had Casey up in the car. Where you at? There she is. I had her start the car real quick, and it turns out the back line, you can see it dripping right now on the floor. That line right there, there's actually like a pinhole crack on the other side. When she turns it on, it's just shooting all my power steering fluid straight out. Now, thankfully, it's not the actual rack. I can plug it to the junkyard, pull those lines off and get it swapped. It goes from there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this one. Is it that one? No, the top one. So the top one here that goes all the way across to there. So we'll have to pull that off. Is it the top one? Yeah, it is. So I need another one of these with Mark III as soon as possible. And we'll swap that out. Oh, it's so irritating, man. I got things to do tomorrow and it's not this, but now apparently it is. At least it's only one line. And like I said, I'm glad it's not oil, it's not coolant. I'd rather this than anything. But power steering fluid just sucks and gets on everything. So, need a new line. ASAP. Man, I give you nice shiny things and you go busting a hole in the power steering line. So, I was just gonna do it tonight, but it's already late. I have Casey with me. So we're gonna go home, come tomorrow morning, get up super early, head to the junkyard, pull both of those lines off as soon as possible, get over here, try and swap it in. But I have to hear from Retro Wheel, I have to go to the Nürburgring, pick up a piece for the wheels from them, and then paint those and clear those before Friday. And it's just like down to the wire. I thought we were home free today, and then you know what? You have to pull some. You had to pull something. You did. So gonna end it here, get some sleep, edit this video. I know it's pretty long, and then come tomorrow. It's just gonna be another one of those days. Hopefully after this line's fixed, there's just no more surprises because I just can't do any more surprises. But with that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.